So now I am in front of the main cabin, which I'm opening right now. As you can see, the door, the main cabin door, is lighted. We have the cockpit here and the main cabin. So as you see, the cabin is quite big. We have seats basically for 2 to 3 people here, and we have the 2 main seats for co-pilot and captain. So I'm going to shut down the ship, and so I'm going to start the systems. So this will give you a good idea. The first thing I will start is PC1. We'll turn down the volume here of the ATC. So we start PC1 and PC3. PC2, as you can see, has already been started, which is these 2 main screens here. All of the screens, most screens are touch screens, so you can either operate them by various types of mouse or trackballs, or you can operate them as touch screens. Now we're going to switch on this screen as well, so it's on. Now what I'm going to do is I lift the main controls of the captain, which allows me to reach this panel. Here I have a USB switch, which allows me to basically operate this thing here, which I hope will work. So now we're going to push this button here, and this will start this is the side screen. This is the side view for the passengers. So basically the passengers are sitting here and they have the side view here. They will see whatever a passenger would see. As you see, it started fine, so we'll just press here and then wait a minute, we'll just start it and let it start. Now here we are on the main computer, and I have a trackball here. I don't know if you can see it, but I have a trackball here. I will start the P3D here, the main simulator. I have the resource monitor on for various reasons. This allows me to shut down unnecessary programs. As you can see, FSU IPC has already started, and so basically all these on the PC2 here, which, like I said, they're all touch screens. So basically I can control them that way. This one too is a touch screen, as you can see. Now what we'll do, put it on pause. We put on the handbrake here, otherwise that thing will go all over the place. I will just for fun now program the outside view of the ship. So basically you will see that the ship has also been programmed inside the computer. So we'll put that here for the moment. There's a lot of things to start. It takes about 3/4 of an hour to start the whole computer. So we'll shut down that. Oh no, we'll minimize it. Here we are now. 4 has started fine. We'll hide this. We'll minimize this panel, which is from wide view, and I'll go back to my panel here, and I'll press P. And this, as you see now, I have a 3rd instrument here, which is the Mach meter. This Mach meter we designed. In fact, this one has been designed as well by a friend of mine, Chuck. This has been designed in Hong Kong by Tom Tsui, based on an idea I had. I'm now going to switch to the 2nd pair of instruments. With 4 started fine, so this is computer 4. As you see, there's a fuel truck refilling on our right. And now I'm going to go to the USB switch and go back to 1 and then switch to computer 2. Now that we are on computer 2, I have another mouse, a trackball here, which allows me to control the other computers. And I will lower the volume so you can hear me. We'll reduce this here, and we'll also start these instruments, which are on the computer 2 as well. So these are the radio, autopilot, and other panels that allow us to control the aircraft. Now there are plenty of instruments to start, so we'll start this one first. We'll start this one as well. Connect. So yep, so now you will see on the overhead panel here, no, we remove this, the overhead panel here. I will test the LEDs. As you see, I have a little panel here. I will press that, and you'll see that all the LEDs will go on and off, and that's my way of checking, so I can check my LEDs. Apparently, okay, now the mouse is back. So as you see, these are touch panels, so I can actually control them by hand. They're custom made, and as far as I can see, we're ready here. I see one who isn't ready, which is this one. So we'll start this one. And now we go back to the main computer, because there's one instrument missing here, which I haven't started. So I started connect here, and you'll see that it started. And so now I can minimize this as well. Now what we'll do is we'll go to wide view here in the menu, and then we'll go to wide view and set update weather manually. So update weather manually, and it seems to be okay. So it seems to be everything seems to be okay. Same thing, same weather. And update clients. So now you see it loaded there, and I think we're more or less ready. We'll go back in the menu, and here we are going to shut down a few processes that are disturbing, very much disturbing, taking up a lot of processing power. So now that we are in that computer number 2 here has started, I'm going to go, I switched here to the 3rd USB, and I'm going to start first, minimize these. I'm going to start the robotics. So the robotics are here, and here I open the robotics, select which settings I want. Now I just switched them on. Now I don't know if you can hear it, but everything is starting to vibrate now, because the engines of the airplane are running, and so we're ready to go. Now we're going to start this one. This is all touch as well, of course, so we can I have to connect now, so I will connect this, refresh. This is flight 1, a GTN 750, which is basically a Garmin. So we connect, as you see it connected, and now we're okay. Now we can actually see where we are on this airport. I go on in GPS mode here, and so basically now I have a 3rd sound system which is in the back, and as you can see there, you have an airliner moving on our side, on our port side, starboard side, sorry, and which is moving away from us. So we have to now ask for pushback, and so I've got my brakes on, so I'll remove the brakes and we'll push back and see if that little thing there, but I have to start the computer first. So now you can see that the pushback is coming. You can also see it put on the little screen there, So I'm going to put it in full screen mode. Might have to change that, but so now we go in full screen mode. I might have to remove it to remove some more programs, but this is basically, we're moving backwards, being pushed, and as you can see on the side, everything is being pushed back as well. I have a big ventilator because we're in the tropics, so it gets very, very hot, and the cold air is now pulsating through the bottom here, and so everything is nominal. The aircraft is being readied for takeoff. So we've had enough pushback, so I'll stop that, and you can see the little trolley is actually leaving and ready. We're ready to go. So basically now I haven't started. I will shut down I'll shut down the little window just for a second. Now I'm going to shut down the spotter window. Wait a minute. All this is very complex, and it's even more complex if you have to film, so I'm going to shut it down because it takes up some computing power and I need it. So basically, another thing I want to say, I have a third very, very powerful sound system. Two are in the front for the pilots, basically ATC, and also for the noise in the cockpit. But I have a very big sound system in the back as well, but I won't switch it on for the simple reason that otherwise we won't hear anything. Now we'll put the sound on here, so we should hear something in ATC, and now we can start taxi, and as you can see, the GPS is following. Taxiing. I'll show you the screen on the GPS. As you can see, it's a bit offset, but we're taxiing towards the runway. Please remember, I have to fly, operate the aircraft, and film this thing at the same time, so excuse my mistakes. We're actually taking off from Salzburg, Austria, and the aircraft is very, very, very powerful. So takeoff is extremely swift. Okay, now we're going to set flaps.
Flaps down.
Okay, flaps are down. Everything's set. We're cleared for takeoff. So off we go. Power is nominal. So off we go. Like I said, very swift, gear up. up. Gives you a good impression of the simulator. So I'm going to pause the flight here for the moment.